Hey everyone, so in this video we'll cover about try, catch and accept, uh, try exceptions and user inputs and string formatting and how to deal with the file handling also. So we'll cover these topics. Majorly if you're coming from Java background, so you already know what is try and what is catch and what is exception. So in the similar way, so we have also like in Python we have try and accept blocks. So majorly what happens is in Python, you already know Python is like a programming language which deals from top to bottom. So whenever you executing the scripts like this, you face some issues. Like let's take you need to take some input from the user. Like you have one web application, you need to take some input data from the user, like maybe age. Like obviously the age has to be between like 1 to 100 or 150 to 120, so max. So apart from that, if the person can't give 1,000 because that is a error, right? So you have to handle that. Or in that age place, he was giving, you are expecting a number, but he can send the string, like he will say like instead of age, he's sending like his place, his birthplace. Then obviously you have to handle it, right? Right. So how are you going to handle it? So through exceptions only you can handle it. So obviously you created one data variable. So the data type of that variable is int, but if the user is passing string, then obviously you have to handle it, otherwise you can't execute your below program. So based on that particular age, you are creating more logics. So it won't work like that, right? So if the user is sending this string, then how you going to handle it? So with the help of try and accept, so you're going to handle it. This is the way. Okay, so we'll see this. So see, uh, here see, I didn't declared any variable, but in case if I won't so like in the below, I have some logics. Let's say print hey, now run. So see, now what happens here, I got this outcome, it was displayed. But in case if I won't put this try and accept, in case if I won't put this try and accept, uh, let's uh, let's comment this. Okay, let's run this. So we'll get what you'll get the print as a. Okay, no, fine. So let's take print of x. Same example I'm running. So because x is a variable, I didn't declared anywhere. See, now I got the error. But the point is like, okay, you got the error here, but I want the below statements, right? That is a common thing that I want to execute. How are you going to execute that stuff? So even though whatever happens with this, okay, you are getting error here, but I want to execute these lines, whatever content which I'm giving you, whatever content I'm giving here. So I want to execute those logics. How are you going to handle it? So using this try and accept block. Okay, so what I can do, so I can expect, okay, something wrong will happen in this particular block. I have to handle it. So how we can handle it? You can do this try, and you can put this accept, and or you can also do this accept exception as e, then tab and print heap. So this will handle. Okay, so this will handle. Now see, now you will get x is not defined, it will handle name x is not defined. In that way you won't get that error. That is the advantage of this exception handling techniques. Okay, so even though you know you're going to get the error, so you want to execute the below program, below lines of code, then how you going to handle it? So this is the way you can handle it. That's the advantage of this exception. I hope you got the clarity. So instead of getting the errors, your complete program will be terminated, it won't execute. So in case if you won't apply this kind of a so error handling techniques, like if you apply this try and accept, try block is like, something wrong will happen in this particular block, I have to handle it. How are you going to handle it? By using try and accept. So in this case, like you can see here, so you are handling these things using try and accept, so that's why you won't get any error. Even though you got the error, it was handled well, and after that the below code will not get terminated, below code will be executed. So that is the advantage of this try block. Okay, so hope you got the clarity. And there are many exceptions. Okay, so predefined exceptions are there in programming, like name error. So this is the way. So you can expect this particular error. So if you know how to handle the specific errors, in this way you can handle. You can write multiple exceptions, okay, but you have to remember this is the sequence. If you want to mention anything, that is the last one. You can't express this one on the top. You can below. You can't do like this. If you specifically mentioning the errors, okay, you're going to get, you have to declare those things on the top. So so you didn't define any variable here, like, so you already know like some error will come. That error might be name error or type error. So what happens, it will come here, okay, it will got the error, then this entire this except block, this will be executed because it is a name error. So this is the valid exception, that's why it got here. In case if you won't forget, you won't have anything in your mind, so simply what you can do is simply you can express this statement. You can comment this, you can just use this try and normal except block. You don't need to pass any particular error. So even though if you won't give, it will execute well. But the sequence is, if you know that particular error, you have to give on the top, then you can give the normal exceptions. Okay, so without specifically mentioning any that particular type of that exception. um so you can give at the last. So if you don't know what is a particular exception, then you have to give at the last. If you know what is the exception you're going to get, that you have to mention in the top, that next to the try block. That is a sequence. It will come from top to bottom. So this is the sequence you're going to get. Yeah. So these are the ways to handle this. And in case if you want else also, you can use finally is also. See, these are the crucial steps, because sometimes when you're dealing with the databases in Python, or when you're dealing with obviously SQL and NoSQL. So if you're with programming, like with the Python script, you're going to get some information. With Python script, you're going to log into that particular database or particular website, so to retrieve some information. So there you'll get some, even though you're facing some challenges, login credentials issues or something, you have to know some message. So that's why this is the block. Finally block will execute, okay, finally block will execute, definitely it will execute, even though if you won't get any error. So this is finally is like, no matter. So even though if you get the error or if you won't get the error, finally is like definitely it will execute. Whatever the logic below the finally, it will execute. It's an indication to you. So in case try block something went wrong, then try except is finished. In that way you will get some sense, okay, so okay, this logic is done. Or sometimes you face some challenges in the try block, you say some challenges in the login to the portal, then the finally you will get to know like, okay, there is an issue with the happen issue with the login things happen. So you have to take care of this. In that way, that is the concept of this. Finally you have to remember one thing, like, finally blocks will get executed no matter if the try block rises any errors or not. Finally will execute it. So that's why they given the name as finally. And also, this is the way you can handle, okay, so multiple, nested loops, how you studied in the if conditions, okay, the same way, okay, within a try you can put some try again, try and accept blocks. And within a major, this is the outer try, and inside that you have another accept block. So in this way you can write, you can just click on try it yourself, you can see. um, then you can raise your own exception. These are for the, suppose you are creating one website. This is the best example I told you. So number is, if the number is less than 0, obviously how to raise. Let's consider this is the age, okay, so age can't be negative, right? It has to be, obviously it is a positive. So that's why they're checking this condition. Someone user is giving this way like one, so then you have to handle it, right? So sorry, no numbers below, no, none of the person's age is below 0, so you have to mention like 1, so or above that. So in that way you can handle. So simply handling this is like using this rise keyword, and you have to pass that exception. So in this way you are blocking the users, okay, so in this way blocking the users or handling the users, uh, not letting them to in your own application. Or so majorly you are handling the things properly. So this try and accept, these exceptions will be helpful for you to deal the things in a better way. So so that's the advantage of this try and accept. Next we'll go to this user input. So till now we declare the variable and we assign something, we do the programming. So this is like we are asking the user to enter, so his name or age or something. So here I can give my name as Perumal, then hit enter. See, the username is this. So here what we are doing is, if you give the word as input, so it means like you need to take input from the user. So this is the keyword you are asking, you are using, and this is the way I'm passing my data. So after that, this data will be stored in this particular variable, whatever data I given. So in case, let's run again, let's try this again. So in this case, what happens? So let's take, I given my name as 123. See, username is 123. But this is not the right case, right? So you have to give the things in a proper way. So how are you going to deal? So how are you going to deal this thing? So that's why you have to handle the error. So if it is a int, then obviously the person name has to be string format. It's not like int. So this is the one of the way to handle the uh, errors. So using this try and accept, and this input is like to give the data to the user, to take the data from the users in programmatical way. So now we are only focusing on 3 plus above. So 2.7 version is not required. So no one is using this Python below 2 versions. Okay. Next we'll go for the string formatting. String formatting is like the way you are accessing the strings. Okay. So to format it, like in this case, see, if I give like this f, and after that whatever values I given, it will be printed. The entire content, this will be printed. So we can do some placeholders and modifiers, etc. So you can see this example. This is a variable, right? So sometimes what happens, whatever value given in this variable, that will be printed like this. Or if I give some 69 or 79 or 89, so next, now the value is like the price is $79. So this is a variable, so this will be modified. So the rest of the content is same. So in this case, this is the format you can put. So whatever value you are getting, suppose you are doing some uh, okay, this is the best example. You're going for a supermarket, every individual bill might be not same, right? So the person, whatever bill is, so it is a different for each individual. So someone will buy for $500, someone will buy for $100, someone will buy for $10. So it depends, whatever product he was buying. So in the same way, so uh, you can't take the thing in a proper, like, so constant way, right? So you have to give assign to a variable. After the rest of the content is same. The price is this many dollars, this is same. Only the changing parameter is this price. So that's why you can put this in the placeholder, and whatever values you're getting, you can pass here. So this is the way you can do the stuff. Okay. So if you want to print, so dot zero zero you want to put, so then in that case, this is the way. If you put just dot 2f, then it will give 00 at the end. Like some sense will be there, right? So for in that case, you have to give this 50 dot 2f. So that is a proper format. So to get the content in this way. Okay. So if you want to do with the two decimals, this is the way. And you can perform this mathematical operations also, but it will not required. And so whatever value you are getting, you can do some calculations also in this placeholders, this curly braces. And after that, you can do some if logics, and those are not required. Okay, you can do the things in the top one. So you can just use this proper formatting purpose, just to use this in this way. So you can do this stuff. Okay. You can call the methods also. Whatever value you are getting, you can pass the method, you can get the response. And modifiers also you can do. So you can just see, so these are the different formats. So if you put the small f, you can get in the float values like dot zero zero. So these are the ways. Okay, you can just explore. But just remember this: there is a f is a string is there. F I can put in double quotes. It is a formatted string, or I can use one method which is known as format. In this way also I can access. You can just use a placeholder like this and use a keyword as format, and whatever value you are assigning, so that will be written in this format. Okay, you just need to pass that parameter there, and it will be this. It will the value will be present in this curly braces. So that's the advantage of this format method. So multiple values also you can do. So okay, so you can see here, we can check this example. So now I want dash pieces of dash items for this thing. So this is the way you want to print the thing. Then in this case, you created one variable, and you stored in this format. And you using this keyword format, and you're passing, you already declare the variables on the top. You are passing this first quantity, whatever value you given, so that will be present in the first braces. First this I want, three pieces of item number. Item number is this is another variable you declared here 567. That will be go to this space, this particular place. Then after that, whatever price you will given, so you are converting that into dot zero zero, like float format. So this is the order, guys. Whatever order you given, so those value will be go to this place. Or you can give numbers also in 0, 1, 2, and after that also you can access, like see in this way. So 0, 1, 2. So this is like quantity will be zero, item amount will be one, and price will be this two. This is also you can give, and also you can deal with 110 also. It's not like now in this case is what happens. One zero is zero, age is like zero, name is one. So initially his name is one, so whatever value you given, so that will be present in this. His name is John, and John is 36 years old. This is also way, so it's need not to be like uh, zero zero. You can initialize the square, I mean for the curly braces, and after that you can put the values, and after that using this format method you can access. Just click on try this and play with this yourself, and you can feel much comfortable. Okay, then indexing, this named indexing also, you can put some variable and you can do this stuff also. That is also common on the top also you can do. It won't be much interesting. Next, file handling. So it is like you can just simply go through this. This is not that much important now. Generally we are not dealing with file concepts. We are in terms of data science, we are using pandas module. There is a method known as pd. You can create some pip install pandas, and after that you import that pandas module, and after that there are methods like read csv and read excel. Those kind of methods are available. You simply accessing that pd dot read csv or pd dot read. So you are not handling file handling things there. So by default pandas module is doing the things for you. So but you can just understand, like if you want to deal with files, then these are the ways. Because you can use these keywords like open and modes, like so these are the different modes: read mode, append mode, write mode, create mode. You can see the context. Okay, you created one file. The name of the file is like demo file.txt. You're passing the content, and you're just reading the files, and you are accessing the content. How to do the stuff, those they are covering in these examples. You can just go through it. It won't be I'll say it is not important at this moment, I can say. So if you want to learn, you can learn, but majorly you need to understand about more about pandas. So you don't need to worry about this, how to deal with files and how to handle this. So now at this moment no one is going through this. Okay, so I think that's it, guys, and we already, I think the python entire tutorial is done. So next we'll go with the python modules, like I'll cover pandas and major packages. Then we'll cover this machine learning. So these are the next topics, and majorly my focus is on pandas and numpy. So if we cover both these modules, then like data, uh, like data analyst role, you can be fit for the data analyst role, you can go for it. And I'm planning to cover this sql also, and also after that I need to solve this lead code problems related to pandas model. So that is my current plan. I'm currently going through this, and soon I'll try to cover DSA also if possible, and I'm also learning actually in DSA. So let's see what happens. I think from this, I think we covered Python tutorial so completely. So next is like we need to go for these modules majorly for pandas. That's my primary focus, and once we cover pandas, then we'll see next things. And I hope you like this content, and I thought like you will learn something. So if you feel you learn something, or if you feel this content is useful for you, then please do hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. So thank you, guys. Thank you.